Yes, the people on the live. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well. Big up everyone at your well, people. Liam, your team, Brettmay, Lincoln, Scott. So why are you talking like the Doncaster machine? Yes, Scott. Big up. We've got Liverpool versus Southampton on it background. EFL. So the Biz apparently has left YouTube as well. The Biz actually set up a fantasy football. Yeah, we have Southampton, Liverpool on in the background, people. Right, 1 minute.
How do you do it?
Let's get on to open.
Huh?
What are you doing?
What's up?
Yeah, I'll just get this bit. Nil so far in this Liverpool game.
So that's you can do it right now.
What?
You can do it.
1 minute.
South. Oh, Southampton. Hey.
Just bring it on.
Huh?
Just come into it. Come into this one.
What do you mean?
Come into the one that I'm in. Can't believe you was the yes. I can't believe you spotted it. Yeah, Tom.
What do you mean?
Just click on that one there. I'll set yours up for you to go live. What game you watching? I'm watching Liverpool versus Southampton. Liverpool versus Southampton. Mine's there. Yeah. Liverpool should win this game.
Addressing Brettmay.
So this is Paul Venis addressing the Brettmay situation. Big Brettmay seems to think Paul Venis is some sort of grass or something like that. So Paul's responding to Big Brett.
Me. So I'll cash in and I'll talk about him. And I'll make him look stupid as I usually do. You know, so Brettmay,
I'll make him look stupid as I usually do.
I watched about 30 seconds of his video, and that's all I needed to watch. But before I start, Ricky, Colleen, my prayers go out to you and your family. Get well soon, mate. You know, the kid's struggling with addiction. We sorted our differences out like men. You know, we had a bit of a back and forth in private. You know, which is something that I've tried to do with Brett.
Yeah, I did a video on that before. To be fair, people, I actually know him more through his Behind Bars TV channel on YouTube. Like I say, he's done a lot of good content on his Behind Bars TV. But calling Paul Venis and Brettmay out was so he was
again. You know, I've tried to sort my differences out with Brett in private, and he wants no part of it because he's too scared, he's too frightened. You know, where Ricky as much as he was under the influence, we sorted it like men. When we both woke up this morning, we come to an agreement. We sorted out like men. You know, and yeah, you know, my love and prayers go out to Ricky. You know, keep fighting a good fight, mate, and get well, mate. Now back to Brettmay. Brettmay is the biggest, fattest, weakest man on this corner of YouTube, but yet he's the loudest. You know, he lacks the ability to carry himself like a man. He lacks the ability to fight.
Now, that's one thing I was always taught people. the loudest person in the room is 90% of the time usually the one who's not as hard. You know, anyone who's can have a do or is hard, as people like to say, doesn't brag about how hard they actually are.
Like a man, you know, he's messaging women, you know, coming across like some type of a celebrity, and they're shutting him down. He's looking stupid. You know, he wants to call me a grass, but yet he wrote a letter to Danny Christie's works trying to get him the sack. You know, he wants to call me a grass. He got every single man who was involved in attacking him. He got them all jail. He spoke to the police in the hospital bed. You know, there was paper articles saying boxer fears for his own life. You know, he told the police that that it was a difference over money, so that's why they tried to kill him. He got all the men in jail. What else has Brett done? Brett.
Now, a lot of this stuff, to be fair, what Paul said then is in that article, news article, when Brett was attacked.
It constantly comes on YouTube and mentions names. You know, names who are involved. You know, he'll come on and he'll go, this man did this man did that. You know, he's talking about Albanians and travellers, and he mentions all the names. You know, Sweet Grassen. He's constantly doing that. What else? The list goes on with Brett. You know, the list goes on. You know, his podcast,
like a shopping list,
was one of the worst things I've ever watched ever in my life. You know, he was like a child, like an absolute 12-year-old boy, trying to glorify what type of fucking wannabe fake gangster.
To be fair, I did find that quite funny myself. When like every time Brett would tell a certain story, he'd like laugh, but it was like an overextended laugh, like bit of too much.
Here he is. You know, he's never been a gangster in his life, walking around taxing men for 50 grand, and they would just pay him it because it was that frightened of like his big fat sausage looking head. You know, well, let's have it right. The guy, it's just a big fat bag of custard. You know, he can't fight sleep. It goes blind the moment someone hits him back.
That's an insult and a half, that, isn't it?
You know, he's
a big fat bag of custard. I've not heard that one before, people. That made me laugh at.
You know, well, let's have it right. The guy, it's just a big fat bag of custard. You know, who can't fight sleep. It goes blind the moment someone hits him back. You know, you know, he's had men rock up his town. He's had a fighting man rock up in his town on his own, looking for him, sending him postcodes, and didn't dare turn up. Put himself under a camera. You know, he told us a lie. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, I knocked Decker out in jail, and then he got caught on the phone saying, "I was just trying to sell the fight." You know, yeah, I wasn't telling the truth. Yeah, it was just banter. Made himself look stupid again. You know, I've got all the messages back and forth for me and Brett. You know, I've got all the messages, all the back and forths. You know, me asking to fight, me asking him where does he want me, him shitting himself, me asking, look, I've been.
Now, obviously, a lot of people do know this Paul Venis versus Brettmay fight 100% should have happened by now. You know, the back and forth these two have been something else.
Offered this fight on the 4th of October. Do you want it? He said, no, we'll fight on Misfits. I said, there's no Misfits, mate. Right, let's fight. Oh, no, we're not going to fight you in October. I've got them all. I've got all the messages. I've got them all. Now, the only reason I posted the messages of me and Ricky on my socials is because he did it first. He tried to make me look stupid. He tried to make me look weak. You know, he posted on his story that as if I was backing down, but I wasn't. I was trying to calm him down. I was trying to say, like, Ricky, you need to stop, mate. Do you know what I mean? And Ricky posted the messages on his story first. So I had to counteract that. That's why I posted the messages on the story, because of what Ricky did. Now, this is not me staring it back up with Ricky, because me and Ricky are sound, but I'm having this because of this fat fool, Brettmay, who's, by the way, is too afraid to mention that Ricky's been calling him out. You know, he's too afraid to mention that Ricky wants to fight him. Ricky's been messaging him. Ricky's been calling him out, but doesn't want to address it. I addressed it with Ricky in an instant. I messaged him like I do with everyone. You know, when people have got a problem with me, I message them. I end up in the DMs. What's your problem? What's your crack? What do you want to do? You know, 9 times out of 10 now comes to fruition on this corner of YouTube because everyone's too scared. You know, the proper men don't have problem with each other. You know, the likes of myself, Danny Christie. You know, any other lad who calls him who's a proper fighter on this corner of YouTube, Conatini, you know, we're not going to have a back and forth amongst each other because we are fighters. You know, if it comes to it where Connor's pissed off at me or Danny's pissed off at me, you message me in private and say, right, what's the crack? You know, that's how me and Danny become.
That is true, people. You know, that's real talk. You know, if you've got a bit of problem with someone, you know, a lot of people do come online and thingy. But a lot of 90% of people who come online and start going giving it all this, the fights don't happen.
Become friends. You know, me and Danny got into a frisk and we messaged one another, trying to sort a fight out. We become friends instead of fighting. You know, that's how proper men sort it. You know, you, Brett, are not a proper man. You're the biggest walking, talking contradiction on this corner of YouTube. You know, you're nothing but a fanny. You know, you're just a fat idiot. You're a deadbeat dad. You know, you've got, you know, you're talking about buying 100 grand cars. Your car's about 20.
Has Brett actually got kids? Has Brett even got kids, people? Anyone let me know in the comments.
30 grand at best. You know, you're a fucking absolute milkmaid. You're a sausage. You know, you're a sorry excuse of a man is what you are, Brett. You know, you chose to fight shadow boxer when you could have fought me because you're a shithouse, mate. You know, you're petrified, mate. That's what you are. You know, and this goes on what you.
A lot more people would rather see the Paul Venis shadow boxer.
And the only reason I'm addressing it is because you've mentioned Ricky Colleen. You know, and that's why.
Yeah, I didn't think you had any kids.
Brett, look, I'm going to title this video. I replied to Brettmay. It'll do good numbers. You do good numbers because you're the laughing stock of this corner.
To be fair,
you know, people
you're
know
actually
what
right there, Amy.
You're
You actually said on the
biggest div on this corner.
Like when you go,
everyone knows it. Everyone's entertained by it.
Very small asked him, "Oh, have you got kids?" And he says, "No."
I'm not bothered that you've mentioned my name. No, I'm not. Here I am, cashing in, mate. Cashing in your big, fat, sweaty, stinking, long-nailed ass. You know, do us a favour. Cut your toenails, start training calves, lose some weight, stop being a salad dodger, you know, stop telling lies, you know, and cashing in, mate. Cashing in your big, fat, sweaty, stinking, long-nailed ass. You know, do us a favour, cut your toenails, start training calves, lose some weight, stop being a salad dodger, you know, stop telling lies, you know, and brush your fucking teeth, have a wash, you big, fat, smelly bastard. And have a proper fight with a proper man. You know, I'm not coming to 3D Fight Club, mate, because I've got better things to do with my life. You know, instead of coming to watch you, the joke of a man, headline a show. What? You know, you're not a headline fighter.
He's not actually even headlining the show. Tommy Hench will headline 3D Fight Club 4th of October. Brettmay is fighting the shadow boxer, but it's not the main event. Shadow boxer and Brett did try to say, yeah, the main event, all this sort of stuff, but they are not main event.
You're just a big clown, you know, a big sausage of a man who shouldn't even be headlining any type of show. The only reason you're headlining the show is because it's the same reason Jeremy Kyle did loads of numbers on telly. The same reason Jeremy Kyle was one of the biggest viewing shows in the whole of the UK.
Probably true.
That's what you are. You're just a walk and talk on Jeremy Kyle show. Just a big fat dosser. What else are you? I mean, I think I've addressed you there, Brett. I think there's nothing else to say, but yeah. Ricky Colleen, God bless, brother. Take care. And Brettmay, swivel, sunshine.
Sausage. This is what almost responded to.
Thunderous applause. Earth-shaking cheers. They once moved.
Fair play to my good pal.
Ricky Colleen actually said he wants to fight Brettmay as well, and he says he's a bit of a sausage.
Oh, Ricky Colleen. Good pals of mine, good pals of the boys. Told exactly what it's about Paul Venis. I told you so.
Do you know what I mean? Brett started this video off instantly lying because Ricky Colleen has come out and said he thinks Brett's a sausage, and the video's out there for everyone to see. That doesn't make any sense.
So while Paul Venis is a grass, yeah, is a grass. That's why he don't want to go 3D Fight Club and confront anything or any situation, because he knows there's going to be a lot of people at that show who don't like him. Who are not keen on Paul. Paul could be, what's the word, guys? How can I put it? Could be built. Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah. But fair play to Ricky Colleen. Anyone that knows Ricky Colleen is a great guy. He knows the jail system inside out, dispersals, cates, you name it. proper staunch fella. He's kept his mouth shut. Done his time like a proper man. How a proper man should. Now, Ricky Colleen just put it out there straight up. Paul
Yes,
Venis is a
Bobby,
grass,
hope you well.
and he's got no problems of fighting Paul.
Shout out, Bobby. Hope you well. Real honest truth. I saw your fighting Leeds. You did, my mate. Big up. Yeah, I am actually making a video. I've got some fight news. I've spoke to Andrew Anthony today. In fact, I was meant to make a video on it, but I actually forgot. Chelsea have just got Chelsea getting beat by Lincoln. But yeah, big up, Bobby. Hope you well, my mate.
Venis as well. Ricky Colleen's my pal. You know what I mean? Paul, if you're interested, maybe, mate, just maybe, I'll get you and Ricky Colleen onto the 3D Fight Club. Can't see it being any.
It doesn't make any sense to me what Brett's saying here. He's saying that Ricky Colleen's his pal and all this stuff, but Ricky Colleen called Paul Venis and Brettmay out. He didn't just call Paul Venis out and say Paul's a grass. He said he wants to fight Brett because he thinks he's a sausage and he wants to fight Paul. So I don't get what Brett's talking about.
You do good numbers. He's a big lad, big muscular lad, strong. Has lots of fights in the jail cells. Rough and ready. You accept the challenge, Paul? Yes or no will do. You don't have to talk about the 25 bar video or whatever. You don't have to talk about that no more, mate. Won't embarrass you no more with that, yeah? You accept? Yes or no, Paul? Because Ricky Colleen is on your case, Paul. And he's a certified fella. Paul, watch the video, it's everywhere. Paul Venis, you are a grass.
So that must be the reason why then Brett's not responding to Ricky Colleen also calling not only Paul out, but he also called Brett out.
You are a grass, Paul. So what's it going to be? The words of my friend Big Joe Egan, who's complimenting us and joining us in a promoter as well as 3D Fight Club under the president Dougie Joyce, yeah, who's exploding this channel to death. He says the old words, fear. There's two meanings. Face everything and rise, or forget everything and run. What are you going to do, Paul? Are you going to step up and face Ricky Colleen? He wants it with you.
And you.
Paul Venis is a grass. Just like when Big Davey said, you're a grass, Paul. They're all on you. Up the grass. Me and the lads are here now, Paul.
Up the grass.
What's Paul Venis
Up
got?
the grass. You're a grass.
That's it, Paul. Be careful with the boys here. We'll say the same. You're a grass venner.
Brett really does. He really is a tit sometimes, isn't he? Like,
Grass
I
venner.
know about it now, grass.
Me and the boys are here. What come for you at Mount Pleasant, Paul? Hey, you were shaking like a leaf. I've got the fight pulled off, Brett. No, it's off now. You've come for me with my son now. On the phone to the police. Police escorted out of Mount Pleasant, Doncaster. Didn't you, Paul? All the boys up in the northeast say the same. You're a grass. Ricky Colleen saying you're a grass.
now let's have it serious here. Paul Venis is not scared to fight anyone, especially not Brettmay. Like, he's had multiple fights with people that are way above Brett in terms of fighting ability. So why is he going to be bothered about fighting someone as like Brettmay? This is why people say that Brett is nothing but a shit talker, because he does videos like this.
Grass. That's that, Venner. You accept Ricky Colleen's challenge? Yes or no, Paul? Come on, Mighty Mouse. Let's make this bill good. Let's make it good. Me and Shadow are already locked in. And I'm going to flick a coin after that fight. Heads for Danny, tails for you. Live in front of the millions watching. And I think I'm the grass first.
Come on. Brett shouldn't even mention the Danny fight again, in my opinion. Like, he's had that opportunity, not once, but twice.
Take it by what we said if it lands on you, your chisel chin's coming off. Simple as that. Dorsa. So what's it going to be, Paul? You accept Ricky Keeling's challenge? Yes or no? Tag me and Ricky Keeling in your reply video. Because Ricky Keeling, Big Davey and all the boys say you're a grass better. 25k. You asked the big hard man from Middlesbrough. What happened to
What an idiot.
With Adobe Express, it's easy to create everything I need to share my brand,
Brettmay.
my content, and my culture with the world. But the best part is creating a platform to share how African farmers make it all possible.
30 seconds. So plank position is complete for full core work. Then we make our way to the gym. One-to-one professional boxing coach. 6 days a week there, yes. So we get this grinding just for sharpen the tools, technique, blah, 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 blah. Bits and bobs of sparring, mainly pad work. So yeah, that's all I need. I'm already a 6'3" natural 20 stoner. So I think it's best accuracy on the pads. All I've got to do is hit my target right and he'll be out anyway. You know what I mean? That's it. All I've got to do is land. Don't give a shit who it is. You know what I mean? Now that's that. Now, and that's all. That's all grinded out. I get my weights in. No heavy weights. Decent weight, but not super heavy. I'm not going for strongman training. The power and the strength's already there. I'm an actual strong fella. You know what I mean? I could deadlift 300 kilograms. I could squat 250 kilograms. But like I said,
now I'm not saying Brett isn't, because we know Brett is a big guy and he will be strong, but all this, like, yeah, he's doing this. You don't need to come on YouTube saying I'm up at 5 in the morning, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Just go out and do it, innit?
Get me biggest and strongest. I bench press 200 kilograms. You know what I mean? The strength's already there. Anyone who's playing me in the weights knows how strong I am. You know what I mean? That is no.
Someone was saying in the live last night that apparently you're not on YouTube anymore and all this sort of stuff. Someone said you deleted your channel and all that. I thought you'd gone. Shut out the biz. Yeah, someone had said that you are no longer on YouTube, the biz.
Crap talk. But this one we do like 30 rep sets. More like to concentrate on the plyometric gym.
Wow.
Lean muscle side of things. So we're not gassing too early and not running out of steam. More of like stamina for the muscle training. So yeah, that's that one in all due respect. So when that's all done and all set, we then hit the sauna. Straight out the sauna, we go straight into swimming. Swimming and relax in jacuzzi. Kick back feet up, relax. And then yeah, basically that's the day done.
What videos are gone?
Good nutrition, like I said.
What videos are gone apart from the daft one I did yesterday? How come you've took your videos down, Biz? Yes, Jerry, up you well. Big up, Jerry. Yes, not Brettmay. What's happening, brother? Yeah, what's made you take the videos down, Biz?
6 days a week. Like I said, 1 day a week I will pig out for a mega carb upload. I'm a heavyweight fighter anyway, so I think it's good to have that reserve fatty fuel and carb energy in the tank for that 1 day a week. So I can't see it really hurting me and bothering me that much. So, like I said, don't want to starve ourselves and come in slim. This is a heavyweight fight. I want to be coming bigger and stronger than my opponent. And yeah, simple as that. So, but no.
Now, who really thinks that this fight with Shadow Boxer versus Brettmay isn't going to happen? Because I know a lot of people are saying that this fight isn't even going to happen. Now, I've said from the start, this fight has to happen. There's no way that this fight, that not any of them can back out of this fight.
Looking forward to this. 4th of October, main event on 3D Fight Club. Brettmay versus Shadow Boxer. Been watching his videos. Shadow's got a huge viral phone. Look at him, he's got 112 or 118. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Last time I checked on his YouTube,
Yeah,
He's got like 118,000 subs. He's got a massive TikTok following.
Got to go ahead.
Like I said, he talked in the background with Conor McGregor. Believe it or not, I've
No,
actually seen
not
the
this
messages
again.
with Conor close.
KSI the other week.
Well-respected Irishman, flying overseas to make the noise for his fight to happen. Big Joe Egan and Dougie Joyce also sharing it all over their channels and platforms, which is going to blow the absolute roof off it. So, like I said, I've got a game plan, but I'm not looking at one fight at a time. So it'd be irrelevant for me to say anything else. But I said something yesterday on my shorts on YouTube about the coin toss for my next opponent on the next 3D Fight Club. That'll be in 226. So that'll give me plenty of time then to have this fight, have a bit of an oldie. I'll do some running and training abroad, and then have a basically lockdown for Christmas. Obviously, I'll train all the way through winter.
I agree.
And then, don't get me wrong, when it comes to Christmas and Boxing Day, I'll probably pig out like everybody else and have a little break. But I'll still get the general running and weights in. And then when it gets to 1st of January, get into serious camp mode again and get these big fights out of the way. What everyone's been waiting for years to see. Brettmay versus Dann, Christie, Brettmay versus Venis. But that is before we get final confirmation.
Yeah, fair play, Biz. That's it, mate. It's one of them when you see corner of YouTube. I have breaks off it myself, but yeah, it's one of them. It can. Jimmy Newman saw it same. He can't be asked with his.
Off of Terry Stone in 2 weeks' time.
Now, I think a lot of people have seemed to forget that isn't Brettmay meant to be playing the Pat Tate part? You know, it was only the other week you were saying it was going to be Pat Tate.
To see if it was 100% going ahead with Brettmay and Decareggi on the 4th of December at the Royal Albert Hall. Talked to Terry about it on our podcast. Terry put it to me. He says that's the fight him and his people wanted down south at the Royal Albert Hall. So I said no problem. So I'm waiting on that one to be sorted out, really, guys. Yeah, there's really not much to it.
Yeah, you work from home, don't you, Biz?
Like I said, it's only we're 2.5 weeks away till night. So I'm going to peak out these 2 weeks. And, you know, he said when it comes down to the last 4 or 5 days of fighting, guys, you want to be coming down. You know what I mean? So this week and next week.
Well,
I'll
tell you something, if he is training if Brettmay's training like he speaks he is, he should be fit as a fiddle and absolutely walk through the shadow boxer. Because if he's doing all that sort of training, he'll be an animal. If he turns up and he's gassed after the first round, he's not trained at all.
Beat mode. Pure break myself to make myself. So, yeah, I look forward to it. Guys, listen, thank you very much out there for watching this video, listening. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Love.
Yeah. As I say, people, if Brettmay is training the way he says he is, then he'll turn up to this shadow boxer fight and he'll walk through him. Because he should be a beast. Doing all that stuff, what he said then in that video, will make him an absolute beast. But I'm pretty sure he isn't doing half of what he said he is.
Most things just come around once, but the timeless stays.
That's my flavor.
Liverpool still 0-0 here. Chelsea are getting beat. To be fair, says the Biz.
Right near the Hamas. Shut up!
I also think
the dogs.
I think if Shadow Boxer turns up to win and puts it on Brett, then I think it'll be a good fight. And I think Shadowbox has got a good chance of beating Brett. Because anytime Brett seems, what we've seen when Brett fights, you can only go off what you see in your last fight. And when Brett last fought, when it got rough and it got tough, he didn't want it.
That's why they're giving out.
But Shadowbox is the same.
Oh, I haven't fed the dogs. Now I got you. $61. Wow.
But yeah, it'll be an interesting fight to see. As I say, both big guys. I can see a hugging fest coming up, to be quite honest with you people.
All right, let's do some lives. Hit the likes there. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. I'm starting to get into fucking shape. I actually think I'm going to win this fight. Mickey. I feel good, man. Let's go. What's there?
Yeah, I agree, Scott. I agree.
Is that how you spell Liverpool?
1 minute, Tom. I think he needs longer or Brettmay. He's not in a lot of shit. Yeah, to be.
I had a clear vision of it. Yeah, up that hill, yeah, well good.
I think he needs longer through Brettmay. Shadow trains off camera. Yeah, he does. That's what I mean. Shadow takes the piss on camera. You can tell when Shadowbox is actually training on camera. He's not training at 100%.
Come in here and tell me the story. I should just let you tell stories when we're actually making money off them. It's hard. This is just stories when we're not making money.
Saying, that's a good exercise for stamina.
Tell them to hit.
That's one thing with a Shadowboxer. There's no shame. He'll ask someone to drop a $5 in for a vape. Proper scruff.
The likes and get in the GoFundMe.
To cliff climb. So yesterday I went cliff exploring, but
No
he said
shame.
it was hard work getting back up the cliff.
No.
And I said it was very good hard work. And that's the sort of what you want in boxing.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the power comes from the legs, especially the uppercuts that are coming from these quadriceps. But I don't recommend doing that too close to training, but that's what I used to do. I used to climb up.
Yeah, Liverpool just scored.
Those staying cages to go up for the lift. Climb up it.
I think
I'm going now. I
think the two of us look healthy.
I look healthy. That's what I mean. I'm going cliff exploring now.
I will be,
mate. You look like human beings.
I'm going to be climbing now.
We're like two healthy young lads.
I didn't realise.
How did Southampton not score though?
Of me as boxing, I was skinny as hell.
Tony said,
I'm only skinny now because of my bicep, dude.
You met Tony smart. Tony says, yeah, some size. He says, what did he say? What did he say?
He said I'm a unit.
He said he's a unit.
And I said I was twice his size a month. For my bicep. So yeah, but the truth was I was skinny when I come here. I was malnourished. And I was very skinny.
Right, let me start packing.
I'll go, but I'm going to go now.
Non-negotiables are my boxing boots. Yeah. So non-negotiable. I robbed them on Tom Carty.
It's quite a shit goal, to be fair.
I robbed them on Tom Carty.
Considering Southampton nearly scored at the other end. Very unlucky there, Southampton, but good finish from Isaac.
If you look at me and Tom Carty's fight, that's the shoes, people. I robbed them on him. He left them in the gym and I put them in my bag. Go look at the fight with me and Tim Carty. That's the shoes he was wearing.
How did
Armstrong miss that
t-shirt?
He left his shoes and he was so flabbergasted from the baiting I gave him. He left his t-shirt and his shoes. I nicked them.
He's a proper little Oh, honestly, it gets on my nerves sometimes, shadow boxer.
So, boxing shoes, non-negotiable. Okay, 1 t-shirt.
What is?
2 t-shirts. 2 t-shirts.
What is?
3 t-shirts.
What?
3 t-shirts. 4 t-shirt, training t-shirt. A lot of training gear. 4 t-shirts. Like underpants. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget them
Mickey's
skinny undies.
underpants.
Them skinny
3
underpants.
pairs of underpants. Need more pairs of underpants. 4 pairs of underpants.
Yeah, you can tell the players that jelly, to be fair, Jerry.
Need more underpants.
What is? I want you.
Okay.
Oh.
I wear 1 pair of socks. Boys socks make you have the boys sport socks. It's another goddamn t-shirt.
This game,
He's a bit of a,
you're
a
not
bit of a
ready
weird
for.
one. He's a shadow boxer, right? He is a bit weird. He's a shadow boxer. I don't know, like, I don't know how to take him sometimes. As I say, very weird. What sort of guy sleeps in bed with another man? Shadow boxer does. He had almost Mickey the other day. He had almost Mickey sparring him in his undies. Yes, big Liverpool 1-0. Liverpool 1-0. But yeah, shadow boxer's got almost Mickey fucking shadow boxing, sparring in his undies. Bit of a weird guy, like. Surprised Chelsea are getting beat, to be fair, people, by Lincoln. Burnley are 2-0 down as well.
Yeah, Liverpool win.
Isaac scores for Liverpool. Unlucky Southampton not to score low at the start. Very unlucky. Yeah, the Premier League's going to be interesting this season, I must admit. It's quite chaotic so far, the Premier League this season. There isn't much, not many teams are playing that well. The top teams ain't playing well anyway. I'm interested to see where United finish this season.
Because with Vintage new categories, you can now sell all sorts of pre-loved items. From her princess era, her caught them all era, and her not so skater girl era. From fashion to home, books and more, sell with no fees.
Any look on your bets, bro, man? I've got a bet builder on. The bet builder's actually not doing too bad, to be quite fair with you. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. Top 10. You reckon United will finish in top 10? Good evening, young Liam. Hope you're good, my friend. I'm not too bad, my mate. How are you? How are you playing? I mean, how are you, Matthew? Hope you're well. Ready to say Isaac? Because Isaac, Tom. Yeah, dude, I don't know how Armstrong didn't score. Yeah, two massive misses from Southampton. Yeah, I agree there. That was, I don't know how Southampton didn't finish that. Good man, Matthew. I'm glad glad to hear you doing well. Chelsea 1-1. Chelsea's just gone 1-1. Yeah, honestly, I'm proper surprised that Southampton didn't get a goal in that first half. Right, what are you doing? Right, we'll leave him. Flynn Downs. I need Flynn Downs to get a card in his bet builder. Jerry says Liverpool are out to watch. That Ekatike is class. You didn't even need to buy Isaac. Because that Ekatike is right up there, but...
Protect all those places where you can truly be yourself with accident car insurance. And with accident forgiveness as standard, you can be certain you're the right choice to look after your needs.
I'll get my bet builder up.
Song.
Right.
Pirate song. Oh yeah.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'll get this bet builder up here. 1 minute, Tom. So Southampton goalkeepers had 2 saves. We need that Flynn Downs to make 2 fouls in the second half. Liverpool youngster to have a shot on target, and then that Flynn Downs to also get a card. So, yeah, a few things ticked off in the first half, like. Chelsea have just gone and scored 2 goals in within about 2 minutes. Chelsea are now beating Lincoln 2-1. Chelsea are beating Lincoln 2-1, people. Yeah, and he was unlucky here. It's just showing here again at the highlights. The Southampton chance, they were well unlucky. Armstrong missing a sitter. Yeah, he's unlucky there. And even in the follow-up, that guy should have finished that header. "38 seconds later, Isaac went and scored. Very unlucky there, Southampton. Yeah, it's a good press though, to be fair. Shit pass from the goalkeeper. And then, yeah, Liverpool goal score from it 38 seconds later. Yeah, he was unlucky.
Did I spell Isaac wrong?
Yeah, I'll show you after this. Very unlucky there. Heard they've got Isaac out doing sprints at fucking half time. That's funny, that. Got Isaac doing sprints in second half. I mean, at half time. Madness, people. But right, I'm going to jump off this live, people. Just a quick one tonight. Going to go live again tomorrow, probably. I'm going to do a gym session as well tomorrow, so I'm going to chuck that up. Been at footy training tonight. But yeah, big up everyone who's jumped in the live. You're all legends, people. Hit that like on your way out if you haven't already. And I will see you tomorrow, people. Have a good night, whatever it is you're doing. Peace.